Hey, it's Ryan Cavino with Northeast Realty Partners and RyanCavinoRealEstate.com, bringing you the Cambridge, Mass. Single-family update for the weekend in December 15th. And you can see here that, consistent with some of the other market updates, there's not a whole heck of a lot of new properties coming on the market this time of the year, but we are seeing some under agreements and some sold, so people are still out there. So if you are motivated and you're priced correctly and you have a product that is in demand, you are going to get it under agreement quickly. So if you're still interested, contact me at the Ryan at RyanCavino.com or somewhere on this website where it says contact me. But let's take a look at what's sold this week for single families, and all pricey stuff starting at 500,000 and going up. Let's take a look at this Fresh Pond Parkway property over in Cambridge. This is a $2.5 million listing. It started at 2 point. Let's see here. Started at 2.550, and might have switched offices or came on the market. It came in the market in May, and they took it off in July and brought it back on in September at a $300,000 less than that. And it did move fairly quickly after bringing it back on. Off the market September 23rd. Let's look at that again. Came back on September 21st, went under agreement 2 days later. So they recognized what their flaw was, being overpriced, and they were able to secure an offer 2 days after putting it back on the market. And this is obviously a grand property with 4,800 square feet and 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths with the master. Let's take a look and see if what the town is valuing the property at. They were looking at it as a almost $2 million by the city of Cambridge, and the person did pretty well for the property. Let's take a look at the next one down, 200 Fayweather Street, sold for 1.36, and this is over off of Walden, and it's a 3,100 square foot detached single family. Lots of well kept. Look at the property, gleaming hardwood floors. They were ready to sell when they put this property on the market because there is no clutter. Good job for the realtor and everybody involved here with getting this property sold. It may have been some sort of new construction or renovation because I haven't seen too much furniture. Let's see if started at 1.650, and let's see here. Looks like they were trying for a while because it actually sold for 1.350 in 2005. So they stayed there for 5 years and sold it for the pretty much what they bought it for, and they did some nice work to it. Over on Coolidge Hill, Mount Auburn Street, is a detached single family that sold for $859, and they were asking $859. Let's see if that was what they started at. Yes, they started at $859 and sold 48 days later. Big house, 2,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Just a great layout. Nice location for convenience to school in the square. We got Oak Street, which sold for $695, started at $715. It's a well-maintained property. It's also about 2,100 square feet and has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And then the least expensive was this 123 Charles Street, which is an 1,800 square foot Cape, sold for $507. And let's see what it started at. I mean, they have it at $519 now, and started at $519 and sold 68 days later. And it appears that the person paid cash too, which is really terrific. It moves for a quick closing. Not a lot can go wrong in the lending process when you're not having any lending. Moving on to the under agreements, we got 22 Lilac Court over in Kent Square, and we showcased this one last week, I believe. Yes, we did, because there's multi-levels with this property. It's put on the market for roughly 266 days. Let's see if they took it off and put it back on. I believe they it expired back in September. It came back on the 8th of December and went under agreement the next day, and that was just, you're looking right here. It's $539 back in June. Where are the buyers? It's just, I guess, the summertime. They took off and came back on in December, and sure enough, went for $539, or went under agreement at $539. And then 21 Mead, went under agreement at 579, and this is a attached single family. This could be argued that it's a condo as well because you know what, they don't have an association, but they might share home insurance responsibilities or master insurance responsibilities. This property was on for 248 days and started at 648. Let's throw in all of the active single families and see which way things are trending. We got a total of 35. So looking down here, we got an average asking price of 1.3 million and a market time of 129 days. You can see that even though the average asking price for the under agreements is significantly less, the market time did take a little bit more. So it's telling us that the demand for the properties is in a higher price point. You can see that compounded with the sold families average sales price at 1.07 million, and the market time took 70 days, which is telling us that some of the properties in the higher price point are moving quicker. So if you want some more information, you can give me a shout at ryan@ryancavino.com. We'll talk to you soon.